We're going to call this number 1, and number 1 is going to be 2 1/4 plus 1 5/6. So we're up in the ante a little bit, making it a little more difficult. I'm going to scooch this up so hopefully you can see a little bit. And what we have to do is number 1, like I said, when I have problems like this, I want to make sure I write it vertically or up and down so that I've got room to the side to write. So I'm going to rewrite this vertically. 2 1/4 plus 1 5/6. I'm going to first look at my fraction side because when we add, we start over here, right? Work our way over. Same thing. Now I've got a 4 and a 6. To find a common denominator, I have to find a multiple that matches both of these, or common multiple. Now, go back in your mind to think of what a common multiple is. You can write this out over here. Let me get a different color. You can write this out over here and figure it out. The more you practice and the more you work with these numbers, the better you'll be. So it might be a little more work at the beginning, but then it'll get better. So I can count by 4s, so I'm finding A. Look for a multiple. Look for common multiple. So that means I'm going to count by 4s. 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 34, 50, 16, 20, 24. Okay, so I'm going to leave it there. Now I'm going to look for multiples of 6. So I've got 6. When I hit one that matches 4s, I'm backwards. When I hit a multiple in 6 that is also a multiple of 4, I'm going to stop. So let's go see what we get. 6, 12. Well, look at there. 12 is going to be my common denominator. If I would have continued counting by 6s, I would have 6, 12, 18, 24. 24 is also a common multiple. I can use 24. I'll just have to simplify more later on. So you can use 24. You'll just have to simplify a little more. But either way, it works. So I'm going to use 12 since that's my least common multiple. That's the smallest number they have in common. And I'm going to write my new denominator over here. This is why I like writing it vertically. And I'm going to ask myself, how do I go from 4 to 12 in multiplying? That's just multiply by 3. So I'm going to multiply by 3, remembering I have to also multiply the numerator by 3. 1 times 3 is 3. Now I got to go from 6 to 12 in multiplication. That's just multiply by 2. So multiply the numerator also by 2. That gives me 10. 3 plus 10, 13 over 12. And then I'm going to add my mixed numbers, or my whole numbers. Excuse me. 2 plus 1 is 3. But hold on there, sister. We've got Miss Improper Fraction trying to join the party. We don't like her, so we need to fix that. And we're going to fix it just like we did earlier. We're going to take this, and we're going to do our numerator divided by our denominator. So let's see what we get. We got a 12 going into 13 one time. 1 times 12 is 12. Subtract, we get 1. This is my new numerator. So I get a 1, 1 and 1, 12. So now I've got to take this 3. Now I've got to join it with 1 and 1, 12. So to remind yourself to do this, you can write it like this to help you remember that we need to add those together. But my answer is 4 and 1/12.